Annyeonghaseyo! We are here to present to you the global influences of South Korea. This includes the food, cultural, media, and pop cultural influences. But before we start, I have an interesting facts about the Koreans. Did you know that the South Koreans are 1 year old when born? One of the unique facts about Korean is they are automatically 1 year old at birth. A newborn baby is considered 1 year old in South Korea. See how intriguing is that? There are still more intriguing facts about Korea. So let us now start by the food influences by Frixie Gales.
Annyeonghaseyo! So for today's vlog, we will talk about the Korean cuisines. Have you ever tried one of it? Tastes good, right? But did you know that one of the best aspects of Korea is its food culture? Indeed, this country has a rich and unique taste when it comes to food. For a fact, Korean food has largely influenced the Philippines in their delicious foods due to K-pop, K-dramas, and other social media trends. Some of the most famous Korean foods are the kimchi, samgyeopsal, and the bibimbap. The kimchi is one of the oldest and probably the most essential dishes in Korean cuisine. Kimchi is a spicy and a sour dish made up of fermented vegetables. It is prepared with various kinds of ingredients, but the most common main ingredients is the cabbage. Kimchi is popular among foreigners for its unique flavor, as well as its high nutritional value and the fiber content, as well as the low-calorie content. However, for Koreans, it is most popular due to its significant culture value. Without kimchi, the dinner is incomplete. And then second is the samgyeopsal. It consists of grilled slices of pork belly meat that are not marinated or seasoned. They are commonly dipped in seasoning made of salt and pepper, mixed in sesame seed oil, and then wrapped in lettuce along with grilled slices of garlic, grilled slices of onion, shredded green onions, and kimchi. And then lastly is the bibimbap. It consists of warm rice topped with mixed vegetables, beef or chicken, and a raw egg, as well as soy sauce, and a dollop of chili pepper paste for seasoning. Ideal for seafood lovers, there's a variation of this Korean mixed rice dish called wedapap, which replaces meat with raw seafood such as salmon, tuna, or octopus. 감사합니다.
Annyeonghaseyo! Did you know that the most common traditional way to greet in South Korea is with a bow? You heard it right. They bow as a sign of gratitude and respect to the people they are meeting. At times, when many other cultures would shake hands, Koreans bow.
안녕하세요. 어떻게 지내세요? Did you know that the most common or traditional way to greet in South Korea is with a bow? You heard it right. They bow as a sign of respect and gratitude to the person they are meeting. At times when many other cultures would shake hands, Koreans bow. I'd love to share with you what I know about their culture. The Chinese and Japanese cultures have had a significant impact on Korean culture. This impact is visible in Confucianism, which developed numerous traditions that may still be found in modern Korea. These traditions include the ethical code of conduct in social life and showing respect for elders and family. Korean culture and trends as depicted in Korean dramas have absorbed and become strongly rooted in the Philippine society today. Korean dramas have had a significant influence on the food, fashion, cosmetics, music, and entertainment industries as well as people's views and preference. If you want to know more about South Korea, then just keep on watching.
Annyeonghaseyo! I would like to tell you how humanulent South Korea mass media is. So, here I go. Did you know that the South Korea mass media consists of several different types of public communication news? Probably some of you didn't know yet, but I will tell you what are those. There are 6 types of public communication of South Korea television channels, and those are television, radio, cinema, newspaper, magazine, and internet-based website. And because of that, mass media in South Korea changed dramatically in 1987, when the country got a democratic government for the first time. It's interesting, right? But not just like that, because in that case, it also influenced to the Philippine culture, like their K-dramas and other Korean movies. Many South Korean media outlets also have a sought to find an advance or an audience by placing themselves at a particular place on the political spectrum. In this sense, it's similar to FOX, News, and MSNBC that have done in America. Haji Vidalyo, do you want to know more humiliant information of mass media influence in South Korea? Then, you must continue to watch this vlog because David will tell you more of it.
Hello everyone. Did you know that South Korea has become a hub for popular culture that is exported to the rest of Asia and even the United States? See Gangnam Style. word for this is Hallyu, which means Korean wave. South Korean media content reportedly sells better than American content, although not as popular as well in Southeast Asia because Korean sensibilities are closer than American sensibilities to those of other Asian audiences. It's also the case that people find it easier to relate to TV and movie characteristics that look more like them. The Korean wave Hallyu refers to the global popularity of South Korea's cultural economy, exporting pop culture, entertainment, music, TV dramas, and movies. Hallyu is Chinese term which, when translated, literally means Korean wave. It is collective terms used to refer to the phenomenal growth of Korean culture and popular culture encompassing everything from music, movie, drama, to online games and Korean cuisine, just to name a few. During former President Barack Obama's state visit to Korea in March 2012, he made reference to the Korean wave, which was the country's top priority by the government.
Oh, hi there. I'm actually listening to a song by a K-pop group called BTS. Sounds good, right? You know what? Last night, I stayed up late watching this Korean drama, and it made me crave some good Korean food. So I asked out my friends for some samgyeopsal this weekend. Korean products have been so trendy lately that it's literally almost everywhere. This is because of the recent rise of Hallyu Wave, which is a way for South Korea to develop soft power. Soft power is a popular term coined by a political scientist from Harvard, Joseph Nye. It refers to an intangible power a country wields through its image rather than hard power such as global and economic power.
But wait, did you know that very recently, South Korea evoked the images of the Korean War, the North-South Korean conflict, and other things that are not very positive and glamorous. But of that, it has started to change with the explosion of Hallyu. Hallyu has provided Korea with an excellent opportunity to showcase its diverse culture, people, its unique entertainment products, thereby creating a very strong brand in Korea. With the maddening popularity of Korean movies and dramas, the focus seems to have shifted towards Korean values, society, emotions, and the beautiful occasion project of the movies. This in turn has given Korea a good chance to create a new perceptions and images of itself across the world.
Things were really so different back then. It's amazing how pop cultural influences can change a country's whole image. If you want to learn more about South Korea, please keep watching our vlog.
Kamsahamnida, ladies! Now that you learned the global influences in South Korea, we are going to test your knowledge and also to see if you are listening about what we discussed. Now, go get a paper and a pen. Char, I'm just kidding. I will only have one question. Who is the first ever female elected president of South Korea in 2012? Correct. Park Geun-hye is their first ever elected female president in South Korea 2012. Now, to officially end our vlog, I have a few points to discuss. South Korea has rebuilt its economy from scratch. Once one of the poorest countries following the Korean War in the 1950s. With barely any natural resources available, the only asset that Korea has had to rely on its people, who have acted as a cornerstone of the extraordinary economic growth known as the Miracle of the Han River. Now, South Korea has risen to become the 11th largest economy and the 5th largest exporter of goods and services globally. Samsung and LG have become the top display maker worldwide. Hyundai and Kia combined 1/3 in vehicle production numbers. In July 2021, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development upgraded Korea's status to a developed economy. And that's it! We have reached to the last part of our video. Johangmal kamsahamnida! Once again, we are the Team Korea. Annyeong!